Yeah. Next, I would like to invite on stage Professor R.R. Deshmukh. So I request you, sir, please to come forward and address us. Professor R.R. Deshmukh has been a proud alumna of NMU. He is also a well-wisher of our School of Chemical Sciences, North Maharashtra University, who has also served as an ex-registrar of Institute of Chemical Technology, Bombay. I would like, sir, to request please come forward and address us. Thank you very much.
Chief guest of today's function, Professor R.D. Kulkarni, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Mumbai University, Professor Hundiwala, who is guest of honor, and the senior most person present in this gathering, Professor Bendre Madam, Professor Dalal, Professor Shimpi, and Professor Vikas Gite, who is from my native place, Pimpalgaon. Today I am very happy to be present here, and I can see a huge crowd. The entire hall is occupied by the alumni of School of Chemical Sciences. I got information that this hall is having 300 capacity and all chairs are occupied. And it's a very interesting to note that, you are meeting quite frequently. Probably, this is the era where we are very much connected with, using digital platforms. And it's quite easy to contact each and every peer colleague for any kind of get together. When I got phone call, so, I was something, whether I would be odd man out in this gathering. Then the organizer said, sir, you are still connected, may not be directly a graduate from the campus, but I have done my BSc and MSc from Pratap College. BSc degree was from Pune University. College continued, but the university got changed. So on my MSc degree certificate, North Maharashtra stamp is there. Alumni are very important assets, stakeholders of any university. They can contribute in a different ways. They can provide mentorship to the existing students. Also, whatever the network that you have established after passing out from the university, your network would be useful for the present students, and those present students can be placed in industry for training. On in NEP 2020, on-job training is there, and many universities and autonomous institutes and colleges are finding it very difficult how to place this large number of students in industry for training purpose. But I am very confident, Dalal sir, considering this audience and people working in different sectors, and some of them are entrepreneurs as well. So with the help of these alumni of School of Chemical Sciences, I am very confident that you will not face that difficulty. Alumni can, also provide guidance. They can give financial support also. Alumni bring reputation to the alma mater. Wherever you work, whatever the inputs that you are giving to the organization that you are working in, and the quality of your services. So finally, that brings glory to your alma mater. You can provide internships. Okay, you also work as a brand ambassador of your alma mater. So you can also provide true feedback, not goody one, right? So everything is not right. So your real feedback would definitely help your alma mater to change curricula, to change their way of functioning, and then the next batches would be beneficiary of your feedback. So please provide genuine feedback as well. Alumni are the vital links between the academic institute and the industry. So that is very important, because in NEP, skill development is an imperative thing. And for providing necessary skill sets, you are already working in industry and you have got certain skill sets. Those skill sets students may not have. So whenever you visit your alma mater, your department, please interact with your young brothers and communicate with them, interact with them, and tell what skill sets are required, whether it is soft skill or any other kind of skill. But skills are required and very much important that you can provide. And one more important thing, do not ask what institute has given me. Rather ask what I can or we together can do for the institute. That is very important thing. I am very, much thankful to the organizers for inviting me for this August gathering. Actually, yesterday I was in Shindakeda, Dhulia district, for some family function. Today there was a meeting in my native place, and it was related to, I work for Dumb and Deep School, Mukabadri School, साठी मी काम करतो तिथे. So I wanted to go there also, but then I thought, and that would have provided me an opportunity माहेरी जायची. पण मला गीते सरांनी सांगितलं की सर इकडे सगळेच असणार आहेत, नॉर्थ महाराष्ट्राचेच आहेत, तुम्हाला माहेरपेक्षा इथे काही कमी वाटणार नाही. आणि म्हणून गीते सरांचा आग्रह होता, दलाल सरांचा आग्रह होता, योगेश राजपूत, अक्षय गिरासे या मंडळींचा आग्रह होता की सर तुम्ही आलं पाहिजे. म्हटलं ठीक आहे, मी येतो, काही हरकत नाही. रात्री तिथून बसलो, सकाळी इथे उतरलो आणि आजच्या कार्यक्रमाला हजर झालो. आणि अल्युमिनाय मीट आपल्याला फीडबॅक देत असतं आणि आपण फ्लॅशबॅक मध्येही जात असतो, नॉस्टॅल्जिक होतो आणि जुना काळ आपण जगू शकतो. आणि जेव्हा आपण एकमेकांना भेटत असतो अल्युमिनाय मीटच्या दरम्यान, त्यावेळेला असं लक्षात येतं की अरे काळ जणू काही थांबलाच आहे. आपण परवापर्यंत रूममेट्सच होतो आणि काल परवापर्यंत आपण मस्त्याही केल्या आहेत आणि काही खोड्याही काढल्या आहेत आणि काही शिक्षकांच्या नकलाही केलेल्या आहेत सर. रिस्पॉन्स दिलेला आहे. म्हणजे काळ जणू काही थांबलाय असं वाटतं, पण प्रत्यक्षात काळ हा नदीच्या पाण्यासारखा वाहून गेलेला असतो. पण मित्रांमध्ये काळ थांबल्याची जाणीव होते. आइन्स्टाईनच्या सिद्धांताप्रमाणे, थिअरी ऑफ रिलेटिव्हिटी प्रमाणे, जर आपण प्रकाशाच्या वेगाने निघालो, त्याच्यापेक्षा जास्त वेगाने निघालो, तर आपण भूतकाळ डोकावू शकतो. पण ते कागदावरती आहे, इक्वेशन वरती आहे. पण ज्या वेळेला आपण मित्रांच्या सान्निध्यामध्ये येतो, त्यावेळेला आपण ते दिवस रिक्रिएट करू शकतो. आणि ते तुम्ही आज पूर्ण दिवसभर मध्ये ते अनुभवा आणि तुम्ही काही दिवसांनी यंग होऊन जाणार आहे. तिथून आपलं वय नाही वाढणार आहे, काही दिवसांनी यंग होऊन तिथून जाणार आहे. आणि म्हणून हे करायचं असतं आणि वारंवार भेटत चला. आयसीटी मध्ये सरांना माहिती आहे, कुलकर्णी सरांना, आमच्याकडे 25 वर्षाची बॅच, 25 वर्ष ज्यांना पासआउट होऊन झाले आणि 50 वर्ष अशा एकत्र गेट टुगेदर असतं आणि ते दरवर्षी डिसेंबर महिन्यामध्ये असतं. तर त्या पद्धतीने नॉर्थ महाराष्ट्राच्या बाबतीमध्ये आपण 10 वर्ष, 20 वर्ष आणि 30 वर्ष, आता 34 वर्ष झालेली आहेत. तर अशा 3 बॅचेस एकत्र जर घेता आलं तर त्याने काय होणार आहे की आपले सिनियर आणि आपले ज्युनियर यांच्याशी आपण कनेक्ट राहू शकतो आणि सगळे एकमेकांमध्ये असे चांगल्या पद्धतीने त्यांच्यात मैत्री होऊ शकते आणि त्याचा विद्यापीठाला फायदा होऊ शकतो. हे एक माझं सजेशन आहे. आणि वारंवार जर तुम्ही असं भेटत राहिला तर मग असा प्रश्न विचारण्याचं काही कारण पडत नाही, सध्या ती काय करते. आणि म्हणून तुम्ही पुण्याच्याही कार्यक्रमाला याच्यापेक्षा जास्त संख्येने याल अशी मला खात्री वाटते. And once again, I am very much thankful to the organizers for inviting me here. I hope that the entire day you will have fruitful discussions and you will come up with certain plans for your alma mater. Thank you. Thank you very much.
थैंक यू सो मच सर. आपने बिल्कुल सही कहा कि थॉट्स हमें ट्रैवल करके बहुत दूर तक लेके जाते हैं और यही वो दोस्त हैं जो हमारे नेटवर्क को नेटवर्क प्रूव कर सकते हैं. अंडर द अम्ब्रेला ऑफ एनएमयू नॉर्थ महाराष्ट्र यूनिवर्सिटी एक्चुअली में हम लोग बहुत कुछ क्रिएट कर सकते हैं. थैंक यू सो मच सर. थैंक यू सो मच फॉर योर प्रेजेंस. And now the moment has come for which we all are waiting eagerly. It is now time to welcome a truly visionary leader, our chief guest for today, Professor R.D. Kulkarni, Honorable Vice Chancellor of the University of Mumbai. Is a name synonymous with academic excellence, innovation, and transformative leadership. Under his dynamic leadership, the University of Mumbai has achieved remarkable milestones. His excellence has been recognized through numerous prestigious honors, including the Higher Education Leader of the Year Award 2025 and the Lifetime Achievement Award 2026, a testament to his extraordinary contribution to academia and nation building. It is a blessing for us to have such, let me speak, sir. It's my privilege. Such an inspiring personality among us today. I request you, sir, to kindly grace the stage. Already you are. So let us welcome him with a big round of applause.
The president of this alumni meet and my mentor, Professor D.G. Hundiwale, who worked as former director of School of Chemical Sciences as well as director of BCUD of Kavitri Navai Chaudhary, Uttar Maharashtra Vidyapith. Professor R.R. Deshmukh, my colleague at ICT, former registrar of ICT. Professor Deepak Dalla, who is currently heading School of Chemical Sciences. Professor Vikas Ghete. Professor Naveen Shimpi, who is currently head of the Department of Chemistry of University of Mumbai. And then all important guests, the distinguished alumni of School of Chemical Sciences. In the beginning, let me extend hearty welcome to the campus of University of Mumbai, since all of you have come from Mumbai from different places. So naturally, all of you are gathering at the University of Mumbai, and that naturally becomes a matter of pride for me, because I was connected with Kavitri Vainavai Chaudhary Uttar Maharashtra Vidyapith almost for 22 years. So my journey began in 1994 and probably I left in 2016. And Professor R.R. Deshmukh was talking about alumni meet, and there are several advantages also, like he has cited. And whenever you come across alumni meet, you always will have a nostalgic moment of sharing your past experiences, sharing current experiences, and probably you would get very good opportunity to talk to current students and sharing the valuable thoughts on what is right now going on at industry. That's naturally an important part, because the current students would get a valuable understanding, valuable guidance about what are the developments that are taking place in the states. And this alumni meet plays a really great role. And it's good that School of Chemical Sciences have started this alumni meet as one of the important activities, because that supports school, university in large, and as well as probably the placement and internship opportunities which current generation of the students may be looking for. And this alumni meet plays several roles. Okay, so for example, if you just go back 5,000 years, right from that itself, we recognize the importance of alumni. If you look at Takshashila, Nalanda, even those universities, today probably universities are receiving government funds. Our salary, either at University of Mumbai or at KBC NME Vidalgaon, are being paid by government of Maharashtra. And then there are funds which are received from different sources, including industry. How Nalanda and Takshashila was run, okay, that was definitely a matter of interest, and because Indian knowledge system has now become an important part of academics, and that's how various investigators are trying to understand what was really happening in those days, and let us get connected to the current generation. So one of the key point of interest that was for everyone, how these universities were funded, because like Nalanda or Takshashila, okay, so they were receiving even students from different countries. Today we are talking about globalization of higher education. We are trying our level best to attract foreign students at different universities. At University of Mumbai itself, we have students almost from 56 different countries who are taking up education at university campus and affiliated colleges. So attracting global students, we need to work very hard. In those days, when probably there was no mechanism of regular connect, so how the students were attracted from different countries, and then how it was funded. It was primarily, say friends, it was primarily through alumni support only. The entire Takshashila and Nalanda, if you look at their funding, those who were getting graduated from those universities, they would be moving out, and probably whatever career they may be taking forward, with that they were supporting back to Nalanda and Takshashila. So it was probably a notion that the kings were supporting the university. It was probably partially true only. Some of the kings definitely were providing liberal donations. But the most important part, it was alumni support, which made Takshashila, Nalanda one of the greatest universities of those days. And actually, the alumni of current context, current generation, okay, we are looking forward everywhere. Now, alumni meet has become a routine part. Okay, so when I was working at UDCT, Dalgaon, okay, so we started organizing alumni meets way back from 2005 itself. And probably we started organizing alumni meet at different places, including different states as well, and even organizing alumni meet even in US. And that is how a continuous connect with university was maintained. That led to a very good placement in those days. Professor Dalla talked about me, like we were neighbors, like UDCT, currently called UICT at Dalgaon, and School of Chemical Sciences. He cited it as a like neighboring departments. But so that is partially true. We became neighbors afterwards. In the beginning, in 1994, when we joined, so in fact, we were having a nostalgic discussion with Professor Undiwale and Professor Bendre, because in 1994, all of us together were probably having a one laboratory of government polytechnic, where all of us were sharing chairs, tables together, chemical sciences and chemical technology. The faculty members were sitting together. In fact, the number of chairs and the tables were odd in number, like we were exceeding those. So by any chance, if you leave that chair, then probably getting that chair was very difficult. So that was nostalgic moment. Okay, so we shared many happy moments, and the open house, which is one of the prestigious. Some of you might have participated in open house of UDCT. So that was started in the chemical sciences department only. In the beginning, that is how the concept was emerged, and then from that point of night, it was 1998. Okay, when the open house started in the chemical sciences, and then it was taken over by UDC. And in the beginning, so Professor Dalal presented different structures of the building, like phase one. Phase one construction of chemical sciences was the first to take place at the at the KBC NMU campus. That was the first, because in the beginning we were in city. Okay, the university office was in ITI, and we were sitting at Government Polytechnic, and we were conducting lectures at Boite High School. And then when we got shifted to regular campus, so the first building that was built was chemical sciences. And so in 1995, the chemical sciences hosted UDCT as well as School of Physical Sciences also. So all of the three departments were in that building. And so it was always a matter of difference between the UDCT students who were coming after 12th standard and the chemical sciences or physical sciences. Naturally, the students were coming after BSc. So there was a difference of maturity. And then many times the physical sciences or chemical sciences non-teaching staff were getting troubled with the UDCT students because of their regular activities. So one of the students said, one of the non-teaching staff said, when UDCT will come out of chemical sciences, then for say I will have at least 1,000 coconut being broken. So that was different part. But UDCT and chemical sciences were sharing several common moments. In the beginning, Professor Bendre, Professor Udiwale sir, Professor Kapdi taught to our BTech first year students chemistry, sir. And Professor Bendre madam, in fact, so the chemical sciences started in 1993. So in the beginning, the program that was started was chemical technology, MSc in chemical technology. So Professor Bendre taught that batch. I think there may be one or two representatives of those batches also in the audience. And then probably after 1994, after our joining, okay, we started teaching to chemical technology, MSc chemical technology, and then which was transformed to industrial chemistry in the subsequent period. And that's how the connect between UDCT and School of Chemical Sciences was very strong. And we shared several projects together. In fact, Professor Gite and me shared 2 UGC projects. We had even common PhD students as well. And so, likewise, the bonding was always maintained on a very strong point. And that was the precise reason when I got an invitation for attending this ceremony meet, because I was in dilemma. We had another function at Nagpur. So whether to attend that Nagpur function or whether to attend this function. Okay, so that is how I was in dilemma. But then, naturally, the blood is thicker. So getting connected to chemical sciences, I found that is much better, because I could see many students whom I am aware of, like so Professor Dr. Nilesh Wag is here, Mahesh Purane, Chetan, then Ananda Mari. Okay, so I could see many students with whom I was very familiar. And of course, over the days, like you change your physique, you change your faces. But Ara Deshmukh has said, like, you are going to become younger today. So probably you are going to move back to your youth days there. And friends, this alumni meet is always an advantage. So Ara Deshmukh cited about ICT organizing regular Silver Jubilee reunion, Golden Jubilee reunion likewise. So in 2014, my batch particularly achieved, like I'm the student of ICT Mumbai. So so 2014, we had Silver Jubilee reunion. And it was my shifting from Jalgaon to Mumbai is primarily because of that 2014 Silver Jubilee reunion. So we came together, and then I had a discussion with the then director and vice chancellor, Professor Yadav, who is my teacher as well. So during that Silver Jubilee reunion itself, my thought of getting transferred from UDCT, UDCT or UICT Delgaon to ICT Mumbai got fixed, and that's how I joined in 2006. So said the alumni union, alumni meet is always a certain step which takes you to a different career. So keep in mind, so coming together under alumni meet brings you not only a nostalgic moment which you have spent at your School of Chemical Sciences back, but at the same time, you get an opportunity to serve your mother institute, and that's one of the key contribution that you can provide. Friends, I will take just a couple of 5 to 10 minutes. So that bringing you in terms of what are the developments that are taking place in the era of higher education. So I would take this opportunity to just present before you so that you would be in a position to contribute in much better way. The national education policy, which has been implemented now 5 years back, has got a lot of different dimensions, lot of changes. And the compartmentalization of higher education is one of the key aspects through which we have participated in higher education has been completely broken down. Now the students, like say for example, if you would have been in chemical sciences, you would have loved to take certain courses in university, maybe for different reason. Like RRDS, ती काय करते असं त्यांनी सांगितलं तर युनिव्हर्सिटीचा दुसरा अट्रॅक्शन पण काही असेल तर you could take even those courses from university, or university can come to university students can take few courses at chemical sciences. Chemical sciences can take few courses at microbiology department. Microbiology students can take few courses at management. So one of the good thing that has happened is the breaking of this rigid barrier. And really, when you would have taken up MSc, Professor Bindra Madam has cited how the curriculum was developed. And it was probably agrochemicals and pesticide was totally new in those days. And the idea was to have an applied courses, and that's how agrochemicals and pesticides, polymer chemistry, industrial chemistry, they are the 3 applied courses with which the chemical sciences began. So the developing courses itself was probably a tough job. And that's how Professor Bindra cited, like those days where getting even textbooks, reference books, right references, was very tough, but then she managed very well. And that's how the curriculum has moved forward. Now, with this particular MSc program, so one of the, while talking about the department presentation, Professor Dalal has stated that in 2023, we switched over to national education policy, and that is how in first year, at the end of second semester, the on-job training or internship has become a compulsory part, 4 credit. Now one more concept which is going to start, which is going to be introduced from the coming academic year, 2026-27, is that we will have now the 4th year of a degree program. So all of you have joined MSc after completing 3-year degree program. Now the BSc, BA, BCom, all those programs are going to be converted into a 4-year degree system with multiple entry, multiple exits that is being allowed. If you wish, if you would like to say, if you would say that after joining MSc first year, say it's not needed, like you need to continue for 2 years, you can take up exit after first year and can have PG diploma. Similarly, for after BSc, you can take up exit after first year, you can take up certificate, second year diploma, and likewise continued till 4th year. The new concept that has been introduced now would become conceptualized in Maharashtra from this academic year is honors and honors with research program. Okay, these are the 2. I have already instructed Professor Naveen Shimpi to take up same thing at chemistry department, and all other university departments are going to adopt those. Now, say one of the, some of you might have gone abroad. Now, going abroad would have been possible even after graduation, but since worldwide, there are certain levels with which the higher education has been accepted. So because of that, So the 3-year degree program was never recognized as something for taking up higher education like in US or Canada. They were taking a 4 year of graduation as the basis for joining MS or PhD program. Now, with this honors program, probably the 4th year, with which the students would be coming up, now they would have better opportunities of taking up programs worldwide. And at the same time, okay, so the 4th year will have an additional internship. Okay, so like in first year MSc program, okay, there has been an internship. Now with BSc, after 3rd year, they would take up 2 months internship, and at the same time, after 4 years, they will take 2 months additional internship. So that will provide a best opportunity of getting employable. Now you would, some of you are interviewing students, and say probably there has been a regular complaint that students are not employable. We need them to be trained. Okay, so probably with this 2 continuous internship, that problem would have been sorted out. Another honors with research. Okay, so that's another pathway after 3-year BSc. Honors with research would have been an additional opportunity for those students who would like to take up research as one of the key career. And for them, after completion of 4-year honors with research, they would be able to join PhD directly without being required to complete postgraduate program. So that's an additional advantage. So I just would like to bring those new changes that has happened. And the most important part, like some of you, those who would have completed, say, probably after 55 or 56. Okay, so after spending lot of years in industry, you earn good amount, good like money. And then sometimes you would like to say that now it's enough. I need to contribute to the society. And I can contribute to the society in terms of the knowledge which I have gained. And I must go back to my alma mater and teach. Okay, so that's another concept which has now become practical. Okay, the professor of practice, associate professor of practice, and assistant professor of practice. Okay, so those who have served in the industry for the long period, maybe just MSc, not PhD, but then since your recognition, like the experience that you have gained in an industry is being recognized, and you are allowed to teach as a professor of practice. And those who are younger probably can take up the career even as an associate professor of practice. And this has become really important because the developments that are taking place in current context is so fast. Like we are talking about Industry 4.0 revolution. Now probably next Industry 5.0 revolution we are coming across. And these developments are so fast, probably we in academy may not be able to fulfill those requirements which the student must have before taking up the job. So it is probably those who are serving in the industry could work in best way. For example, in nanotechnology, we have a separate department, National Department of Nanotechnology at campus. So one of the key development that was happening in the field of nanotechnology was battery and energy. So academics may not have justified completely. Then we thought of having someone who worked in that field as, let us say, an associate professor of practice, and younger generation joined. And in the last probably, so now some of you must have heard that there are 4 semiconductor industries which have been provided, 2 in Gujarat and another in Noida. And probably in Navi Mumbai also we are likely to have another semiconductor industry. So, in particular, one of the key issue that was realized in COVID era was that majority of the nations did not pay attention to the semiconductors. And then the automobile industry was the one which suffered greatest because of less supply of the semiconductor. And it was primarily confined to few countries like Taiwan. And then even including US, they realized that we did not pay right attention to the critical emerging areas. And research would have been required. So now probably our government has also started working in that direction, semiconductor. But as a chemist, my appeal to all of you, Okay, although semiconductor appears to be an area connected to electronics, but that's half truth. Okay, so when Tata started started semiconductor industry in Dholpur, one of the key problems that they faced is to how to get ultra pure chemicals and gases. Okay, they were in need of around 36 different ultra pure chemicals and gases. Unfortunately, none of our chemical industry were in a position to fulfill the kind of purity that these chemicals would require or gases would require, which needs to be supplied for manufacture of semiconductors. So the Tata Group has now signed an MOU with EMERC for supply of all those chemicals and gases. Now, who would serve this job? Actually, it is chemical industries, and all of you who are now placing yourself at a very senior position, and probably all of you are now well accustomed to the developments, key strategic areas, different technologies, dimensions. Okay, since you are well exposed to this, okay, it is you who can take up these developments as fast as possible. And at the same time, okay, it is being said that now artificially, we are always talking about AI today. AI is not a particular domain, it's not a particular field, it's rather interdisciplinary. Okay, every industry will require a certain contribution from the artificial intelligence, and we need to understand that this artificial intelligence is not just a job of computers. Okay, in fact, computer scientists and computer engineers say why there is an AI. Because of AI, we are likely to get unemployed in near future. So the moment one US industry has talked about development of a agentic AI, okay, they announced just 3 months back, and suddenly the shareholding of many computer industries started falling down because that because coding was the important skill area which computer engineers and computer science students were taking up. Now, with agentic AI, even that coding is now possible. So where probably that skill is, okay, you need to change your skill and you need to change your mindset. Similarly, with artificial intelligence, because Professor Dalal is man of an organic chemistry and deals with spectrophotometry. Okay, so in spectrophotometry, like for example, UV visible or IR, FTIR. Okay, so we do find several peaks. Right now, we analyze in a gross way how these peaks are being identified. But when the peak is generated, it would have been generated through combination of several jobs, several subcomponents together. Identifying those subcomponents will require a support from the artificial intelligence and machine learning. If you could be in a position to identify those with AI/ML, then probably it's easy to identify the impurity profile even at parts per billion level. So AI/ML is also going to be an important part. So in the last, I would say, okay, the higher education dimension is quite changing. Okay, so all of you need to be well connected. Okay, so it is because of this changing dimensions of higher education, every university, every school, every department has started realizing a key requirement of getting connected to the industry, and the university-industry interaction is required to be on a strong footing. And so the industries are supposed to be collaborators now. They are the collaborators of academics, and so all of you having a very rich experience in the chemical industry. So please, so it's not just always a matter of donation. Okay, IITs, for example, okay, we do come across like this particular batch has donated 100 crores, that particular batch has donated 200 crores. So money is probably a part that always we would be looking forward towards that event, but that is secondary part. The most important part, the knowledge, the skill, the technological confidence that all of you have. Okay, let us utilize this and see that the current generation students get best support, so that the moment they would come out of the department or out of the university, okay, they would be employable from the day one. In that particular dream is fulfilled, then so probably it is you, all of you, who could fulfill that dream. And so from that angle, I think it's a regular technological connect with the department is what is being required, and probably working for joint projects with the department, so that even the students would be exposed to the current development. So that brings you in best contact with the department as well. And so connecting with the department. Okay, so I have just presented second dimension. First dimension has been presented by RRT. ती काय करते हे सांगून त्यांनी ऑलरेडी तो एक डायमेन्शन आहे. पण हा डायमेन्शन पण तुम्ही सगळ्यांनी लक्षात घ्या, कारण येणारी ही जी फर्स्ट जनरेशन आहे, आता जी बॅच इथं अटेंड करते तुमच्यासोबत, दे आर लुकिंग टुवर्ड्स यू. तुमच्याकडे खूप चांगला नॉलेजचा खजिना आहे आणि तो त्यांच्यासाठी वापरावा. बाकी दहन वगैरे हे सगळं बाकी असतं, पण ते दुय्यम, पण ज्ञान हे सर्वात मोठं आहे. त्यामुळे तुम्ही ज्ञानाने येणाऱ्या जनरेशन्सला जेवढं तुम्ही सपोर्ट करू शकता, आणि नाव इट्स नॉट जॉब ऑफ डिपार्टमेंट अलोन, इट्स युअर जॉब ॲज वेल. सो त्या दोन्ही अँगलने तुम्ही चांगलं डिपार्टमेंटला सपोर्ट करा. मला वाटतं दॅट्स व्हॉट अन अर्नेस्ट अपील विच आय वुड लाईक टू प्रेझेंट बिफोर यू. थँक्स टू ऑल ऑफ यू. थँक्यू. Thanks for inviting me.
Dear sir, thank you very much for your inspiring words, sharing your vision with us. As sir mentioned, it is really very important to stay up to date, to get informed with the latest technology as per the industry requirement, and be employable, be ready to stand apart from the crowd. So yes, we'll definitely keep that in mind, sir. Thank you very much. Also, one more point sir mentioned. I think till now we have received a lot from our department, from our university. This is the time, I guess, we start giving back to our department in however capacity we can. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for the address. Now, I would like to call upon stage Dr. Diji Hundiwale, sir, to please deliver the address. Please, sir.
थँक्यू मॅडम.
I'll just read it to you, sir.
ओके. वेळेचं बंधन माझ्या लक्षात आलेलं आहे, काळजी करायचं काही कारण नाही. सरांनी बरेच डायमेन्शन्स आपल्या एज्युकेशनच्या बाबतीत सांगितले आणि मला सांगायला आनंद होतो, आणि तुम्ही सगळ्यांनी ते पाहिलेलंच आहे की आपण आपल्या केमिकल सायन्सेस मध्ये स्ट्रॉंगेस्ट इंडस्ट्री युनिव्हर्सिटी इंटरॅक्शन आपण पाहिलेलं आहे, इम्प्लिमेंट केलेलं आहे. आपण एकेकाळी पूर्ण इंडस्ट्रियल केमिस्ट्री, पॉलिमर केमिस्ट्रीचे प्रोजेक्ट्स वेर स्पॉन्सर्ड बाय द इंडस्ट्री, आणि त्यावेळेला मुलांना इन्सेंटिव्ह मिळायचे, त्यांचे हॉस्टेलचे खर्च निघायचे वगैरे वगैरे, आणि त्यामुळे त्यांना इंडस्ट्रीला प्रेफरन्स म्हणून त्यांना चांगले जॉब आपण देऊ शकलो होतो. जवळजवळ 3 ते 4 वर्ष ती स्कीम आपण चालवली. नंतर काही कारणास्तव ती आपल्याला पुढे चालू ठेवता आली नाही. मी ज्यावेळेला ती स्कीम प्रपोज करायचो त्यावेळेला इंडस्ट्रीतून आलेला मी एकटा होतो, आणि बाकीचे अकॅडमिक्स मधून आलेले होते. तर त्यांना ते फार अशी भीती वाटायची, नाही सर आपल्याला कसं जमेल, ते आपण नाही करू शकणार, म्हणजे टीचिंगच्या बाबतीत, टीचर्सच्या बाबतीत म्हणतो. म्हटलं तुम्ही चला आपण बघूया, आणि आम्ही ती सुरुवात केली. 1 वर्ष झाल्यानंतर आणि ते सक्सेसफुली कंडक्ट केल्यानंतर जेव्हा पुढचं वर्ष आलं तेव्हा बाकीच्यांनीच सांगितलं की सर आता आपण जाऊया इंडस्ट्रीत फेरी मारू आणि चांगले चांगले प्रोजेक्ट आपल्या विद्यार्थ्यांसाठी घेऊन येऊ. म्हणजे अशी ही रचना आपल्या केमिकल सायन्सेसची होती. सगळे अप्लाइड कोर्सेस आपण सुरू केले. मला आनंद होतो की मी फर्स्ट एंट्रंट होतो केमिकल सायन्सेस मध्ये. त्यावेळेचे कुलगुरू ठाकरे साहेब होते, त्यांनी मला बरंच फ्रीडम दिलं होतं, आणि म्हणून मी तो कोर्स म्हणजे तसे कोर्सेस प्रपोज करत गेलो. त्यांना ते आवडले, मान्य करत गेले, आणि तसं आपल्या डिपार्टमेंटमध्ये अप्लाइड कोर्सेसची सुरुवात झाली सुरुवातीला. नंतरचे जे कोर्सेस आले ते एकतर फिजिकल केमिस्ट्रीमध्ये म्हणजे पूर्ण एरियामध्ये एकही फिजिकल केमिस्ट्रीचा कोर्स नव्हता. आणि मित्रांनो मला सांगावं असं वाटतं की एखादा ऑर्गॅनिक केमिस्ट जर सक्सेसफुल खरोखर व्हायचं असेल ना, तर त्याला फिजिकल केमिस्ट्री बॅकग्राऊंड असणं अत्यंत आवश्यक आहे. कारण आपण म्हणतो 2 मॉलिक्युल एकत्र केले, हिट केले किंवा रिॲक्ट केले, प्रॉडक्ट तयार होईल. पण त्या प्रॉडक्ट मध्ये रिप्रोड्युसिबिलिटी करायची असेल, तुम्हाला तो नेहमी बनवायचा असेल, डेफिनेट स्पेसिफिकेशनचा बनवायचा असेल, तर त्या ऑर्गॅनिक केमिस्ट्री बरोबर फिजिकल केमिस्ट्री ही अत्यंत आवश्यक. आणि तो कोर्स कुठेच नव्हता, म्हणून फिजिकल केमिस्ट्री आपण त्यावेळेला के.जे. पाटील सर जे होते त्यांनी खूप मदत केली आणि त्यांच्या मार्फत तो एस्टॅब्लिश केला. तसंच मग पेस्टिसाइड ऍग्रोकेमिकल्स पण असं होतं. त्यावेळेला ज्यावेळेला मी इंडस्ट्रीत काम करायचो मध्ये, तर त्यावेळेला एका केमिस्ट प्रमोशन चांगलं व्हायचं, पगार त्याचा वाढ चांगली व्हायची. म्हटलं काय बाबा असं? तो म्हणे तो ऍग्रो केमिस्ट आहे. म्हटलं मग काय झालं? नाही असं असे लोक फार कमी आहेत. आणि ऍग्रो केमिकल इंडस्ट्रीज विल बी द लास्ट इंडस्ट्री टू क्लोज डाऊन. म्हणजे काही असं वाईट घडलं तर शेवटची इंडस्ट्री ती असेल की ती क्लोज डाऊन होईल, बाकी सगळ्या बंद होतील आधी. मग म्हटलं असा कोर्स कोणता आहे? बाकीचा जो आपल्याला ऍग्रो केमिस्ट्रीचा म्हणजे बीएससी ऍग्री वगैरेचे कोर्सेस माहिती आहे, परंतु मग त्याच्यात कसं पेस्ट मॅनेजमेंट वगैरे शिकवली जाते. पण मग पेस्ट म्हणजे केमिकल्स, पेस्टिसाइड केमिकल्स कोण तयार करणार? ते शेवटी ऑर्गॅनिक वालेच तयार करणार. तर तो बेसिकली ऑर्गॅनिक केमिस्ट्रीचा कोर्स होता. पण त्या ह्याच्यात दोघांमध्ये ते ब्लेंडिंग कुठेच नव्हतं. म्हणजे ऑर्गॅनिक केमिस्ट्रीचे एमएससी व्हायचे, त्यांना पेस्टिसाइड केमिकलचं काही नॉलेज नव्हतं. इकडे पेस्ट मॅनेजमेंट व्हायची, परंतु त्यांना बेसिक नॉलेज नव्हतं. मग असा कोर्स सुरू व्हावा आणि हे प्रपोज केलं कुलगुरूंनी. त्यावेळेला ऍडव्हान्स क्लिअरन्स दिला आणि तो कोर्स आज पण खूप सक्सेसफुली चालू आहे. बेंद्रे मॅडमनी त्याची मुलांनंतर सांभाळली आणि तो सक्सेसफुली. असे आपल्याकडे स्टोरी बरेच झाले. नंतर आपण केमिकल टेक्नॉलॉजीचे मागे म्हणजे दलाल सरांनी सांगितलंच की त्यांच्याबरोबर देशी नेबर होते. सरांनी सांगितलं की एकत्र म्हणून काम केलं, सुरुवात तशीच झाली. तसं नसून इव्हन कोर्सेस पण आपण त्यांचे अडॉप्ट कसे करायचे, तर त्यांचे जे एमटेकचे पॉलिमर किंवा पेंट टेक्नॉलॉजीचे, प्लास्टिक टेक्नॉलॉजीचे जे कोर्स होते त्यांना आपल्या मुलांना आपण इलिजिबल करून टाकलं. म्हणजे एमएससी झालेले मुलं त्यांना फीड द्यायचे. म्हणजे इथे केमिकल सायन्सेस मध्ये एमएससी करायचं, केमिकल टेक्नॉलॉजी मधून एमटेक करायचं. आणि अशी ती डिग्री घेऊन जो ब्लेंड तयार झाला तो सगळ्या इंडस्ट्रीमध्ये जोरात गेला. आणि म्हणून ते आज आपल्याला फलित ते दिसतंय. आणि तुमच्या सगळ्यांचे चेहरे जरी ओळखायला निवड जात असले, माझे तुम्हाला आणि तुमचे मला, तरी आनंदी आणि प्रफुल्लित दिसत आहे. त्यावरनं मला खूप समाधान मिळतं. तर अशा पद्धतीने बाकी सगळं तर तुम्हाला सगळ्यांनी सांगितलं आहे, त्यामुळे मी जास्त काही बोलत नाही. मात्र आपलं नॉलेज जसं आता आरडी सरांनी सांगितलं की अपडेट करणं खूप जरूर आहे. मध्ये आपल्याला असे झटके येतात, कुठे यायचं असं झालं, कुठे 5Gचं वेगळं झालं आणि असं करत गेलं तर आपल्या नोकऱ्यांवर गदा येईल वगैरे. हे खरं जरी असलं तरी आपल्याला अपडेट होण्यात काहीच अडचण येऊ नये असं मला वाटतं. म्हणून तुम्ही सतत आपल्या एज्युकेशन इन्स्टिट्यूटच्या संपर्कात जर राहिला तर कदाचित तो तुम्हाला ऍडव्हान्टेज असू शकतो आणि तुम्ही तुमच्या करिअरमध्ये म्हणजे खूप थेटपर्यंत चांगलं काम करू शकाल. आणि सरांनी जसं सांगितलं ना, तसं एक एक केमिकल जे आहे ते देणारे शेवटी बनवणारे आपणच आहोत, प्युरिटी करणारे आपणच आहोत. आणि ते केमिकल सप्लाय का नाही होऊ शकत? मी ज्या वेळेला पीएचडी करत होतो, पॉलिएस्टर वरती माझं काम होतं. पॉलिएस्टर मी सिंथेसाइज करायचो. माझे पॉलिएस्टर असे गढूळ किंवा असे डल कलरचे होते. आणि फॉरेनचं आपण इम्पोर्टेड सॅम्पल मागवलं तर ते एकदम क्रिस्टल क्लिअर दिसतं. मग हे आपल्याला का नाही करता येईल का करता? मग असं आपण विचार केला तर हे नक्की होऊ शकतं. दुसरं आणखी थोडंसं 2 मिनिटं मी तुमचे घेतो की इंटेलेक्च्युअल प्रॉपर्टी हे पण अत्यंत महत्वाचे आहे. आपण काय करतो, खूप चांगल्या चांगल्या गोष्टी करतो, परंतु त्या कॅज्युअल घेतो आणि सोडून देतो. जे ते आयडिया कॅच करतात, रजिस्टर करतात, पेटंट घेतात, तर त्यांना त्याचा पैसा मिळू शकतो. तर तुम्ही पण जिथे जिथे तुम्हाला शक्य होईल तसं त्या IPRच्या प्रॉपर्टी मधून पेटेंट म्हणा, ट्रेडमार्क म्हणा किंवा तुमचे कॉपीरायटिंग आणि इतर काही जे IPRचे प्रॉपर्टीज आहेत त्या नक्की रजिस्टर करा. आमचा तो सेल आहे उत्तर महाराष्ट्र विद्यापीठामध्ये तो आहे. काही अडचणी आल्या तर आम्ही त्याच्याबद्दल तुम्हाला गायडन्स देऊ शकतो. आणि आताची जी देशांची जी डेव्हलपमेंट आहे किंवा कोणती कंट्री किती डेव्हलप्ड आहे किंवा नाही याचं मोजमाप करण्याचं युनिट कोणतं आहे तर त्यांनी सबमिट केलेले फाईल केलेले IPR म्हणजे पेटेंट्स याच्यावरून ती कंट्री किती डेव्हलप्ड आहे किंवा मागे असं आपण सर्च करू शकतो. मला सांगण्यास आनंद होतो की या गव्हर्नमेंटने 2016ला नॅशनल लेवलवर IPR पॉलिसी डिक्लेअर केली आणि त्यानुसार त्याचं सिरियसली इम्प्लिमेंटेशन होतंय आणि आपले IPRचे सबमिशन्स आता खूप वाढत आहे आणि आपण टफ फाईट देतोय. आणि जसं सेमीकंडक्टर वगैरे बद्दल बोलतोय ती स्टेज म्हणजे आपण परिपूर्णता आपण सहज गाठू शकतो. आपण कोणाला कोणत्याही देशाला मागे टाकू शकतो पण ते मागे टाकण्यासाठी आपल्यालाच कामं करायची आहेत आणि आपल्याला तशा विचारातून जायचंय. तुमच्या पुढच्या वाटचालीला मी शुभेच्छा देतो आणि परत नंतर दुपारच्या भेटीत आपण इंटरॅक्शन करूया. तर एवढं बोलून माझं भाषण.
Thank you very much, sir. Sorry for the time constraint, and we'll definitely continue bonding over the next session. Now we do have one special request to Kulkarni sir. We would like to felicitate Dr. R.S. Bendre ma'am for her lifelong service. I request you to please present her with a bouquet and a small token of thanks. Please. Thank you very much, ma'am. The sound of applause shows how much madam has touched her heart. Thank you, everyone. Thank you very much. Ma'am is going to be retired in next few months, so this is a small token of gift from the department. Thank you very much for your lifelong service, ma'am. खूप मागे नका जाऊ रे. मुझे सब कह रहे हैं उनके हाथ से बुक ले लो, उनको अच्छा लग रहा है जबरदस्ती. Thank you very much. Kindly be seated. Next, may I request Bhushan Patil sir on stage, please. Bhushan Patil sir, please come forward. Please help him make his way to the stage. I request Ms. Sneha to come forward and felicitate Bhushan Patil sir. Huge round of applause, please. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you to you all for being a lovely audience. Now, we would like to move to the next insightful segment of our program. We would like to invite a few of our founders who had founded their own organizations to come forward and share their journeys with us through the presentations. Before that, we do have one presentation by Professor Naveen Chandra Shimpi. Sir, please come forward and deliver the presentation. Thank you very much. With this, I declare the program of our inauguration has come to an end. We'll now move to the next segment of presentations. Thank you, our dear dignitaries. Dear audience, this is not a recess. Kindly please be seated to the seats. I know everybody is looking forward to this section of networking and saying like, haha, तुझा चेहरा आठवतो पण मला नाव नाही आठवत आहे. We'll shortly have that. Please be seated. Let us keep continue being the lovely audience as we were. Such a location to We do have a break for refreshments after a few minutes. Kindly bear with us.
बहुत मस्त चल रहा है, बहुत अच्छा है। अरे कोई नहीं था, ये चेंजेस होते रहते हैं और क्या बात है। अरे जिस टाइम आपने बोला उस टाइम हम जाके करके आ गए। कैसे करना है मतलब अभी जैसा लेट चल रहा है तो 4 बजे के आसपास शायद।
Please be seated in the hall. We have another session. पटकन सर्वांनी तयार होऊन यायचंय, फ्रेश होऊन यायचंय. आपल्याला लगेच पुढचा सेशन सुरू करायचा आहे आणि तुमच्याकडून खूप काही ऐकून घ्यायचंय. त्याच्याने मला असं वाटतं प्रत्येकाने बसावं. पटकन फर्स्ट इयर सेकंड इयरचे विद्यार्थी पटापट सीट्स अक्वायर्ड करा. ते आहे ना ते जास्त वेळ झाला ना. का मला 2 बाटल्या प्यावं लागल्या म्हणजे पाणी थोडं हे होतं ना.
कसं केलंय तू
Request all to come back to the seat.
एसी बंद कर
माझ्या सिक्युरिटीला सांग एसी बंद करून. अच्छा अच्छा इकडचा एस पण तेच असतात तुम्हाला.
We do have a time dedicated for formal networking later on. So now we can get back to our seats. The ones, free electrons which are wandering outside the auditorium, please come back. Yeah.
Really nice. My personal opinion. Arigato, my dear.
Thank you.
I say this when I receive it. Thank you. दोघांचा अभिमान झाला. आम्ही दोघी. चांगलं येतो ना सर. तरी डायस भी आने को थोडंसं या साईडला येतो मी डायस असं मी बोलतच होतो म्हणजे 5 मिनिटं सर मॅडम परत या. ओ नो 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 आगे आगे लोग सोबत हां अजून मी
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Let us now start the next interesting sessions. I call upon on stage Mr. Shimpi to kindly come forward and do the presentation. Let us all please be seated, just like our phones on silent. We also be little. Thank you very much. We'll be starting shortly.
Hello, am I audible? So, good morning, all of you. सुरू करायचं का? सर्व कसा सिरस मला पण सिरस ना, कारण की आपली खानदेशी लँग्वेज आहे तिच्यामुळे जे इंटरॅक्शन वाढेल ते चांगल्या पद्धतीने वाढेल आणि आपला विद्यार्थी त्यातले चांगल्या पद्धतीने ऑपॉर्च्युनिटी आहेत त्या आपल्या इंडस्ट्रीला द्या अशी मी तुम्ही विनंती करत. आणि आहे की खानदेशी लँग्वेजचं जे मी एक्सपेक्टेशन करत होतं ते देशमुख सर करतील, पण त्याची काही कळलं नाही आणि त्याची सांगत ती काय करत सध्या देशमुख सरनी चांगलेच अनुभव. So, good morning all of you. Today I am very happy to have this particular interaction in the form of this particular alumni meet. And I really thanks to the director, School of Chemical Sciences, the faculties of School of Chemical Sciences and the organizers of this alumni meet to be held by the Mumbai chapter to allow me to interact with you. I really thank you for all of you. Today I will have a discussion. It is a discussion, it is not a lecture. I know you, all of you have already attended many lectures. Few of the attractive lectures you have attended, few of the board lectures you have attended and commented on that particular lectures after the end of the lectures. So today this particular interaction is on the basis of the academic and career opportunities for the students of Kavitri Bainabai Chaudhary North Maharashtra University Jalgaon through the point of hub University of Mumbai. I am very happy to say here that I was completed my MSc in polymer chemistry in 2003 from the School of Chemical Sciences, and that time the director was our great mentor, Professor D.G. Undiwale, Professor U.R. Kapte, Professor R.S. Bendre, Professor D.H. More, Professor S.L. Patil, and many more are there. And I would like to say that that time the students, PhD students, those who are PhD, under these different eminent personalities like Dr. Vikas Giri, Dr. D.S. Dalal, Dr. Abhijit Patil, Sima Shimpi Madam, and many more. I think औरंगाबाद पण येते दाशरथे आणि आणखी आपले हे त्यांचे भाऊ दर्जी क्लासेसचे आहेत. आठवण नाही ना, पण many more are there, and I was doing that time MSc in polymer chemistry. यांनी सगळ्यांनी फार चांगल्या पद्धतीने आम्हाला गायडन्स केलं आणि त्यामुळे आज उत्तर महाराष्ट्र विद्यापीठापासून तर मुंबई विद्यापीठापर्यंत जो प्रवास आहे तो फार चांगल्या पद्धतीने झाला. जगामध्ये मी 8 वर्ष असिस्टंट प्रोफेसर म्हणूनही काम केलं आणि 2014ला मुंबई विद्यापीठामध्ये असोसिएट प्रोफेसर म्हणून आणि 17 पासून प्रोफेसर म्हणून आणि 25 पासून ऍज अ हेड ऑफ द डिपार्टमेंट म्हणून काम करतोय. मी या सर्व गुरुजनांना एक आत्मीयतेने आणि अत्यंत अंतर्मनाने अभिवादन करतो आणि मी त्यांच्या धन्यवाद देतो. थँक्यू सर, ऑल ऑफ यू फॉर गाइडिंग मी प्रॉपरली. So today the talk is really one of the best interaction for you in the University of Mumbai. I have put some slokas. Purva Vidyarthinam Milanam Sya Vandasya Punardatha. Means an alumni meet is the revival of bonds of affection, and that really very strengthened, that should be very effective. Vidya Vinimai Naiva विस्तारो भवति ध्रुवम मुंबई विश्वविद्यालय अवसरा बहवा श्वा means through exchange of knowledge, expansion of surely happens. Many valuable opportunities exist at the Mumbai University. Through this particular show, I welcome those students who are interested to join Mumbai University on the ground of National Education Policy 2020. This is my profile of the department. As I am not wrong, Department of Chemistry is one of the oldest department in the Maharashtra having these chemistry courses. It has completed 57 years from its establishment, that was established in 1967. We offer major 4 traditional courses, that is physical chemistry, inorganic chemistry, organic chemistry, analytical chemistry, and each course is having 26 capacity. In addition, before 7 years ago, we have started one course, that is the industrial polymer chemistry. We have polymer chemistry. We have added one more word, that is the industrial polymer chemistry. And that is in association with Indian Rubber Manufacturer Research Association. And we have the intake capacity of that particular course is 15 seats. It is a funded course. This course is having a fees of rupees 65,000 rupees. These other courses are grantable courses where minimal charges are there for the fees. We have additional one course we have started, that is the MSc Chemical Sciences in association with St. Louis University, United States of America. Students who take the admission for this particular course, that is MSc Chemistry, they can have 1 year of the MSc in Chemistry in Mumbai University, and the second 1 year will be in the United States of America along with St. Louis University. That is a joint program that student can get the joint degree in that particular course. That is, we have named it as a MSc Chemical Sciences. Then, as our Honorable Vice Chancellor told that, we have started BSc Honours as well as BSc Honours with Research. Now, from this particular year, we have already started the admission announcement for all the courses along with the BSc Honours. From this next year, 2026-2027, we will going to start particular BSc Honours. And for that, how many seats will be there, that we have not yet decided. But within 15 to 20 days, we will decide how much of the strength will be there for BSc Honours and how much the fees will be there. That we will decide, and that will be displayed very soon. And in this particular program, BSc Honours, MSc student, those who are doing BSc there, or those who are doing MSc, that is there are very much chances that is through the new education policy, students have many opportunities. He or she can exit, he or she can enter any of the interval during the academy, and he can take many courses from this university also, from other universities also. That is a university interaction through the exchange policy, from multidisciplinary, interdisciplinary, transdisciplinary. Many things are there in that particular new education policy, and student can have a very good opportunity. Also, we can have a very good laboratories. Student from that particular university, means KBC, Alumni. I will very happy that my students from KBC can come there and do their OGT in our laboratory. These are the faculties, present faculties. We have 26 intake. Actually, 26 strength is there. Out of that 26, only 13 are there. And very soon in the month of May or June, we will get again 9 faculties. Regular faculties will be there in our department. These are the research areas which we are focusing: material science and nanoscience, polymer and functional materials, organic and synthetic chemistry, analytical and environmental chemistry, sensors and electrochemistry, theoretical and computational chemistry, surface and colloidal chemistry. So these are the scholarly publication and honors from last 5 years. The department is having completed 75 students have been honored with the PhD degree. And I like to say from January to till, means what a Monday will come in tomorrow, to till date, the 15 students getting awarded PhD within these 3 months of that particular 2026. 410 publications from last 5 years. 8 books we have published. 40 book chapters are there and 10 research projects are there. That is 526 lakhs of rupees fund we have. And one additional thing that why we have the big opportunity for our students, because our students, I don't want to comment anywhere that the student from our North Maharashtra or student from our Jalgaon side, or I say Khandesh, they have the good habit of doing hard work. They have the good habit of doing the hard work, and they are very loyal with their gurus, and therefore they have lot of opportunities here. Here is the citation, 7,250 citations overall of the department, 125 each index. We have filed 200 patents in the department, and out of that, 10 patents are granted and under examination, others are under examination. On the basis of this, I like to put here that Vidya Dadati Vinayam Vinayada Yati Patatam, knowledge use humility. Humility leads to worthiness. Really great things. And considering this worthiness of our faculties, we have this number of the series of the awards are there. One of the person that is Professor A.K. Srivastava, is a man of electrochemistry in the world, known as a man of the electrochemistry. Professor A.V. Karnik, a chiral person, he is only 5 to 10 people are there. Not I just number that very high. Very rare people are there who are working in the chiral chemistry. And among that, Professor A.V. Karnik is a one. And we all have a good legacy from this. यांच्यासारख्या विद्वान लोकांमध्ये काम करण्यासाठी जी मला ट्रेनिंग मिळाली जळगाव विद्यापीठातून, त्यामुळे मी आज यांच्या पुढे उभा राहू शकलो आणि आज हेड ऑफ द डिपार्टमेंट म्हणून काम करतो. From learning to research excellence, KBC students have the opportunity, they have the opportunity, strong research foundation we have. In the 4th year, students complete a research project dissertation under expert guidance at our place. This prepares KBC NU students to adapt quickly to Mumbai University advanced research environment. Research methodologies are good, data analysis, scientific writing capabilities are good, access to advanced laboratory facility. Mumbai University offers well-equipped laboratories and research infrastructure. NEP requires institution offering research degrees. We have the great laboratories, good laboratories, journals. Number of journals we have one KRC center, Knowledge Research Center is there. It has more than 1 lakh of the book on e-sources, and on off-mode we have more than 1,50,000 books are there. And student can, not only they can take the admission, if they want to come for any of the research review or to have the literature survey, they can come there and do that particular part also. So this is the part of this. We have wider academic exposure, mobility, innovation, driven education. Then objectives for the collaboration: promote multidisciplinary education in our university, enhance research and innovation, improve employability and skill development, foster academic flexibility and mobility. Then other opportunities: multidisciplinary learning, enhance research opportunities, skill development and employability, academic mobility and credit transfer, exposure to innovation and system. And therefore I say, Guru Govind tu khare kaapul aage paaye, Balihari Guru aapne Govind diya bataya. So we have good academic feasibility, choice base is there everywhere, academic bank credit, then multiple entry and exit option, and therefore we have good additional things in our university and even in the department also. These are the multidisciplinary learning system: science, technology combination, science, humanity, science management, humanities and management. Humanities and management, cross-cutting skill courses, and holistic knowledge-based better employability, innovation and problem solving skill. Research innovation ecosystem is there. Thanks for giving the opportunity. विद्वस्य सभामध्ये वक्तुं लभते अवसरं सभाग्यवान् मनुष्यस्ताद्यं ज्ञानवर्धिनं संशय. A person who gets an opportunity to speak in an assembly of learned people is truly fortune. It surely leads to growth knowledge. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for showing what a collaboration can bring. At the same time, now I request, I invite Dr. Ashok Chaudhary to kindly share his presentation. I request all the presenters to please take 5 minutes of time for presenting. Try to bring the most out of the 5 minutes. Thank you so much. Because of the time constraint, extremely sorry.
भट्टरसे नमस्कार. मी अशोक चौधरी, MSc 2008 पास आउट, केमिकल सायन्सेस पॉलिमर केमिस्ट्री, आणि PhD 2013 पास आउट अंडर द गायडन्स ऑफ डॉक्टर व्ही गीते अँड प्रोफेसर आर डी कुलकर्णी. त्यानंतर मी थोडे 7-8 वर्ष इंडस्ट्रीमध्ये काम केलं आणि नंतर स्टार्टेड माय ओन फर्म नेम ग्रीन हायड्रॉक्सिल. अबाउट ग्रीन हायड्रॉक्सिल, इट्स अ नेम मीनिंग्स bio-based hydroxyl compounds we are manufacturing. About us, we have good state of art laboratory, technical expertise team also. Most of us, you know this person, Sachin. He is in our laboratory person. The plant setup. We are having 170 metric ton per month capacity. Currently, we are producing 45 metric tons per month. Our registered office is located at Dombivli. R&D lab is also available in MIDC. One plant is available in Bhusawal unit and second plant is available at Nashik unit. Our key products are polyester polyols that are applied to application for flexible polyurethane coatings, elastomers, high elastic, rapid cure, elastic rapid cure for pipe coatings and more elastomeric applications. Other than this, other segment is epoxy resins and dyes. That is more useful for primers, epoxy, for coating applications. Epoxy system is also available. Other portfolio includes neem oil and stereotip, pure cardinal and stereotip because cardinal is also renewable raw materials. Soya polyols, polyester bio-based polyols, PU chemicals, PU system, epoxy system, construction chemicals, epoxy hardeners, dilute and PU hardeners we are manufacturing. One of our products, Oxylux. माहिती जसे मार्बल जो असतो तो नॅचरली अवेलेबल स्टोन असतो, त्याला थोडे पोर्स वगैरे असतात. ते पोर्स घालवण्यासाठी त्यावर एक आमचे प्रोडक्ट आहे ऑक्सिलन्स म्हणून, त्याची कोटिंग केली आहे आणि ते ग्लॉसी वगैरे त्याचे नेचर आणि लाईफ त्यामध्ये एक्सटेंड होते. नंतर हाय मध्ये प्रोडक्ट आहे इन्स्टंट रिपेअर सिस्टीम. त्यामध्ये कसं असतं बघा, सगळीकडे कन्स्ट्रक्शन केमिकल, कन्स्ट्रक्शन होतं, सिमेंटिंग कन्स्ट्रक्शन. तर बरेचदा रोडला जो क्रॅक असतो तो क्रॅक इन्स्टंट भरण्यातून गरजेचा असतो. तर ही जी सिस्टीम आमची 5050 सिस्टीम ही 2 कॉम्पोनंट सिस्टीम आहे. दोघं एका वेळेला यूज केल्यानंतर डायरेक्टली विदिन 5 मिनिट्स तुम्ही ट्रॅफिक सुरू करू शकता. असा हा प्रोडक्ट आहे, बऱ्यापैकी सक्सेसफुल आहे. याच्याबद्दल आम्ही पेटंट्स वगैरेचं पण प्रोसेस सुरू आहे आणि तो बऱ्यापैकी वर्ल्ड वाईड त्याला एक्सप्लोर करायचा फोकस आता सुरू आहे. हे एक आम्ही इपॉक्सी हाय क्रॉस फ्लोरिंग सारखं मटेरियल प्रोव्हाइड करतो, ते बनवतो आणि ऍप्लिकेटरला देतो. त्या ऍप्लिकेटर कॅन अप्लाय द साइट. एक मेटॅलिक floor system is also available with us, along with underwater dam repair system or epoxy system that we are making. This is high, also more important because we aware of branding or कुठल्या ऑटोमोबाईल इंडस्ट्री असो किंवा whatever industry, brand is more important. So brand stickers असतात त्याला आपण डोम लेबल्स म्हणतो टेक्निकली. तर हे डोम लेबल्स साठी केमिकल असतात याची इम्पॉर्टन्स असतं की they should be higher flexible metal without yellowness and longer life. So our PU box is that much good. We are giving this material to most of the industries who are making dome labels and they are purchasing systems, means liquid chemical from us. Electrical cable joint PU system, underground cable जे असतात त्याला जॉईंट करण्यासाठी एक कास्टिंग असतं. हे जे PU कास्टिंग असतात त्याला थर्मल प्रॉपर्टीज, इलेक्ट्रिकल इन्सुलेशन प्रॉपर्टीज जास्ती असतात म्हणून हे मार्केटमध्ये स्टेबल आहे. इंडस्ट्री सर्व्हिस इंडस्ट्री अकॅडमी कोलॅबोरेशन मध्ये green hydroxyl engaged with global university from Gujarat collaborative research and product. यामध्ये एक मुलगा जो लास्ट आहे आपण कसं की इंडस्ट्री अकॅडमिक सिस्टीम मध्ये हा जो मुलं आहे अनिकेत पाटील, तुम्ही दोन मुलांना आपल्या युनिव्हर्सिटी कडून आपल्या इंडस्ट्रीमध्ये बोलवतो, त्यांना देतो किंवा जॉब साठी करतो. दरवर्षी दोन मुलं आणि ट्रेनिंगला दोन मुलं असं आहे. थँक्यू.
Thank you so much, sir, for the insight details. At the same time, I request Yogesh Rajput to be Dr. Tanishwar Ahile with Ritesh Pagare to please come on the stage for the